you don't feel a part of anything. And you don't feel that anybody cares, and you don't feel that there's any support whatsoever. I think that's about as low as you can get. I've been through many treatment centers and hospitalized many times. I would have probably left the hospital and been homeless and just been back on the streets.
The crisis residence is an opportunity for people to come when they're in a mental health crisis and be admitted for 3 to 10 days.
We provide food, shelter, and then we make individual treatment plans, and every treatment plan looks different.
You see people come in, even just for the 10 days, from when they come in and leave, they know where they're going next. Where leaving the hospital, you don't know where you're going really.
What we really wanted to do was provide a transition home where people could be more integrated in the community, leave the residence, come back, and still have very intensive treatment.
It's more of a family environment here at HCMC Crisis Residence because we want people to form healthy relationships and support groups.
There's only so much they can do in the hospital, but they can do so much here. That's a big step for the hospitals to be doing that. For me, it shows they care.
I think we're reaching a whole group of people that normally wouldn't have sought treatment.
The neighborhood has truly embraced us. The Powderhorn Park Neighborhood Association has been fantastic in helping us get the word out.
Acting as if we're one community means accepting each of us regardless of where we are at a particular point in our lives. And so I can't stress enough just how excited we are to have a partnership with HCMC right here in our backyard that's really providing needed services to people who are all too often overlooked because they're simply living life, because they're having a moment and they need care, they need support.
It takes on average 10 years for someone to actually come and get help for treatment when they have mental illness because of the stigma and shame that's been associated with it.
It actually helps heal the residents and help them along their path of therapy, that their community is not shunning them. I think that's a lot of what the mental health stigma does to people, is feel like they're isolated. This neighborhood truly helps them break that feeling of isolation.
Our partnership with the HCMC Crisis Residence falls right in line with the values that we have. People are all in a different place and a spectrum of experiences that they have. I think it just made sense to partner with them and support them in the ways that we could. Bikes are one way of doing that, as a means for transportation, as a way to get outside and get exercise or just clear your mind.
Instead of bike, I usually say my two-wheel antidepressant because I always feel better after a bike ride. I can feel low as you can be, but get on a bike and ride around for a while.
The Crisis Residence is an opportunity for people to be sustained in some ongoing community support, not just when they're in this immediate crisis, but then getting back on their feet and getting some relationships or access to resources or skills that people can carry on as they're getting back into whatever else they're pursuing.
The results we've seen since the doors have opened have been amazing. About 80% of the people we've discharged have discharged into stable housing that they didn't have before. We've also connected people with jobs, case managers. We've reconnected people with family. Every day it's a new story of a person's success.
You want success, and this place sets you up for success.
I think that other neighborhoods and other communities can benefit tremendously by having a comparable service like HCMC's Crisis Residence in their backyard.
Makes us feel like we're accepted, that we're not alone, and it's okay that we have mental illness. It's changed my life completely.
I do feel a sense of pride. I feel like I'm helping my community. I'm happy to say that I've had a small part in it. I feel blessed that I was given the opportunity to help.
I hope that this is just a start and it keeps getting bigger because there's definitely a need. I plan on being a success story.